Hello, guys, and welcome back to another Neville and Chat. Here we chat, talk, and discover the secrets of Neville Goddard's teachings. Here I also talk about my personal journey through his teachings and how it how it has affected and how it is affecting my life right now in this very moment. Okay, so today, if you don't know, I've gone to a challenge or or being 100% committed to following the teachings of Neville Goddard, and today is day 113. Okay, and one interesting thing that is happening to me is, for example, I have some friends that I talk a little bit about that, and I have been congratulated like, oh my god, you're doing such great things, such great stuff, being committed for more than 100 days to following these ideas. One thing that very struck with me is the feeling, because I have been writing down what I'm doing, what I'm feeling. Okay, and you know what happened? It actually, I decided to stick with it. Nothing else has given me so much confidence in my life, so much peace of mind, so much emotional peace and emotional freedom. And even though sometimes I'm not on my best, I have seen that I am collecting myself much faster. So I'm coming to my senses much, much, much faster, or should I say, I come to feeling good again much faster than I used to. And this in itself seems to me a great achievement of this psychology. And one interesting thing that also stuck with me was the idea, or should I say, the doubt about whether or not whether or not this is real, and whether or not this is this reality, like, can we really affect reality, or is this just a rambling of a madman? Okay, and I can tell you that yesterday I went to a new I went for a new job, and I never know whether or not I am coming to this, because I'm searching to move, and I came to the conclusion that I cannot move on the outside. First, I have to move on the inside. Okay, so before there can be an outside movement, there has to come an inside movement. So when I have to move on the inside before I can move on the outside. Okay, and yesterday I went applied for a job. I went to make the interview. As always, I led the interview. We were talking for more than an hour. I asked about anything that I was interested, but the most interesting thing is that before I went there, I actually said that I don't have to worry. I said that this emotionally in myself. I said that I don't have to worry, that this job is mine. This job is already mine if I want it. And you know what? I got the offer, and that I can choose whether or not I accept it. Okay? So that's that. In that regard, maybe the law worked. I notice that a lot of the time, if I say I am, I am, I am, and I stay into that meditation-like state, I feel much different. So this is this for the moment, and since we are here chatting about Neville's work, I really like to check. Sometimes I check Reddit, the subreddit of Neville Goddard, and I would like to read you something interesting that I came across yesterday, and it is about a quote. I mean, not a quote, but the title of the post is Anything But Money, and it was written by OK Cardiologist. I like to read, and I like to read all the answers that people that are in this community give back. So it's interesting. And it goes like this. I have been a lurker in this chat for a few months, and admittedly, I've read what I suspect is around 80% of everything posted in here. I have tried several things with inconsistent results, and I am honestly at a loss here. For context, I have known about the law since 2012, and I've had many amazing things happen to me as a result of using it, such as manifesting complete recovery from 2 stage 3 and 1 stage 4 cancer. So 2 brain tumors and a tumor the size of a tennis ball behind my right pectoral. Yes, I have this card to prove it. With no treatment. Social confidence, getting over a lifelong stutter in a couple of days. 17 vehicles, outrageous business connections. I have worked directly with Jordan Belfort, Chris Brown, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, and many more. And in 2020, I had a stroke that resulted in me losing 97% of motor function in the left hemisphere of my face, and every doctor and expert told me I had a, quote, less than 0.3% chance of recovery. And after 9 months, I have a fully functional face again, and you would never know what happened to me. Sounds amazing, right? Like, maybe I should be the one writing books or making tutorials for others to learn from me. So, what's my problem? My main goal, my dreams, my ultimate desires. I want to become a multi-millionaire, best-selling author. I want influencer status on social media. Basically, I never want to worry about money ever again. I'm in business currently, and I have this absolute Moby Dick size potential client in front of me, but I just can't seem to get him on the phone with me. If I land him, there's a high probability I can retire in less than 3 years. As I type this, I am 26 years old. Why is that I can perform these miracles for things I only kind of care about, but I can't seem to grasp the higher echelons of what I want so deeply, of what I so deeply crave? How do I let go and let God, so to speak? With all of these successes above, I pretty much just decided to gaslight myself. Doctors said I won't survive this diagnosis. Lol. What the hell does he know about what I can survive? Nada. I'm fine. I won't even notice the symptoms. Everyone will be shocked when they can find tumors. It's not that I lived in the end of I am cured. It was more of living in denial of you're wrong. I'm not sick. But with money, business success, social media vitality, these trivial things I just can't seem to grab. I get close, extremely close, but something intervenes beyond me and takes it all away from me. I am essentially being edged by the things I desire. I don't do sets. I vaguely do affirmations, not much visualizing. I don't write them down and put them under my pillow. I really don't do any of that. I very much believe I'm the exception to the rule. The odd man of the generalized diagnosis of failure. Main character energy, if you will. But once again, my financial desires basically hit a brick wall. Vitality, no movement. Once I figure out this one apparent secret, I believe there is literally nothing I can't achieve. Is there anyone here who has mastered the money side of manifesting? The overnight success, so to speak? I'm so tired of trying so many things with little to no success. Asking for help, please. So, here, the first thing that comes to mind is talking from a Neville Goddard's point of view, is that this good gentleman is in the state of wanting money. So he's not living in the state of I have already money. And it is something that we have been talking in previous episodes about how it seems easier to get things that are inside yourself. So for example, it seems easier to get health, like, as this gentleman states, he got health by just assuming that he is the exception, that he is that, so he was in a state of being healthy, and that's full stop. And regarding to money, it seems that he's putting money on a pedestal, and instead of saying God or this awareness of being, this universal consciousness has granted me the financial freedom and all the wealth that I need and want, he's saying I need money in order to be free. And I feel that I'm making the same mistake in my life, that I am wanting to be wealthy, to be free, to be time, to free myself time, that I don't have any more time constrictions and having to be somewhere. That I hate. So we have some good answers from people in this beautiful community. So somebody says, I see you and I understand your frustration. Like you, I have been very, very successful with conscious manifestation, but do have one area where I struggle despite having major success in all other areas. I won't get into that though, I just wanted to say I get it. As for money, as far as money manifestation goes, that is my biggest strength. I never manifested a one-time win like the lottery, because that wasn't my desire. I did consider it at one time, but decided it was outside my realm of belief. Instead, I became an entrepreneur, which gives me a feeling of control and purpose. And large amounts of money have been flowing to me for 2 decades now. I am now in the process of wrapping up my business to live the rest of my life off my investments, which has always been my plan. The whole money mindset thing is true. How we think of money is key. Personally, I love money. That may turn some people off, but it's true. As a child, I loved earning money from yard sales or selling my used comics to other kids. I loved saving up my allowance, sorting and counting my stacks of money, and then spending it on whatever I wanted. I even loved the smell of money. I never felt that having money was a bad thing, the way I've noticed many do, often subconsciously. And now, in my 40s, after all my success, I'm still telling myself things like I love money and money loves me, and I am money magnet, always with a smile on my face. But it's not the money itself I truly desired then or now. As we all know, money is merely a symbol. It is a means to an end. What I encourage others to think more about is what that end is for them. My end, the reason I wanted to make large sums of money was freedom. That might not be your end, but it has always been mine. I was a highly independent child, and from the beginning it was never material things I desired. I wanted one thing. I want to do what I want, when I want to do it. I want the ability to help my family if they ever need my help. I want to be free from bosses, free from debt, free from financial struggle, free to travel, to have a home I can call my own, free to sleep all day if I want or need to, etc. To manifest money, I didn't imagine lying in a bed of money or picture myself counting out bills. No, I imagined the life I would live if I had all the money I desired. So I imagined the life I would live if I had all the money I desired. I imagined being free to spend my days as I wish and having the security of knowing that no matter what happened in my life, I would always have security and my freedom and independence. The feeling of having money, not thoughts of the money itself. I have never written about money manifestation before, so I don't have a blueprint to offer or even a clear idea of what I want to say. But here are a few points that stood out in my own journey. Like with all other manifestations, have clear goals. I want money is not a clear goal. I'm going to earn 500 this week is a clear goal. Ramp up over time. It can be hard to believe that $1 million will be dumped in your lap. So set your sights on ever increasing amounts. Move on to say earnings $1,000 a week. When you reach that goal, go for $5,000 a week. Keep increasing as your fate allows. Ease your subconscious into acceptance of your money-making abilities. Have a good relationship with money. Love money, but more importantly, love what money represents to you. The number in your bank account isn't what actually makes you feel good. It's what that number in your bank account represents in terms of the life you can live, the obstacles you can overcome, the independence, the security. What is it for you specifically? Lastly, I just want to say that yes, I worked for my money, but with my business, and before I even knew what my business was going to be, I set a parameter that others may want to employ. I make maximum money working minimum hours. That was a hard rule I set when I was looking for jobs, and again, when looking for my own business idea. Entrepreneurship is sold to us as having to work insane hours, but that's just another belief you can leave behind. This advice isn't as focused as I would have liked, but I hope it helps. I can tell that you are very close to your breakthrough. You want it bad, and that is a great driving force. And you even stated the very secret you are looking for in your own post when you said, "Let go and let God." You're all set up. All you need to do is pass this over to source or subconscious. Time to bask in knowing rather than wanting. Your desire has already set the wheels in motion. You are on the precipice. Turn the energy down a notch. Take deep breaths, meditate today, and allow it. It might be this client you have in mind, or it might be something else you aren't aware of yet that turns the tide. So be open to new ideas coming forth that will help you. The big loving awareness that you are has your back. Okay, this was a really good answer. Beautiful. And these are really interesting insights. But the answer is always the same. Let God or consciousness do its work. It's not about working. You imagine it, you live it, you are that, and let it happen. Let the bridge of incidence happen, not having to do anything that is not like natural or normal to you. Then we have another good answer. What are your beliefs about money, wealth? Sometimes people say they want something, but deep down they resist it. They are not ready. Do this simple test, and it's not limited to money. It could be anything you desire. Think about money and say, I want to be a millionaire, or I am a millionaire, and listen. What thoughts pop up next? Is it something like, but it is, is there some kind of doubt? If that's the case, that is a sign of resistance, and you have to practice mental diet. For example, I am a millionaire, followed by hell yeah, I am ready. Of course I am. Tell yourself that you want this 100% and be ready to take action if necessary. Then another good answer. Money has seemed to become the object of your worship. With health and other stuff, you don't care, but with money, you care too much that you want it, but not enough that you would get it. You're always close enough with money, and that's probably because you like this tug of war between you and money. You said that once you achieve money, like you achieved other stuff, you will be unstoppable, so to speak, and in some way you don't want that. You will no longer have the drama that not having money is giving you, and in some sense you love this drama. That's kinda giving you a kick that you secretly seem to love. But what I think you want is to not want money. You didn't want to be healthy. You just didn't want the problems you had. You want to be financially free. Not having to worry about money anymore. Not having to check or be careful about your spending when you buy something or want to buy something. You may not even want to be a millionaire, but want that millionaires have. I'm just speculating here, but you can notice if it sits right with you. Neville shared a story of a man who never made making money his goal. His goal was the wise, productive use of money, which comes from the premise of already having money, and you're coming from the premise of not having money. How would you feel if you had money? An amount of money you want, or just a big amount of money? Whatever you perceive big to be, how would you feel if you had it? How would you see the world if you had it? Okay, another answer. I think in this instance robotic affirmations might be helpful. I have no issues with money, but I also don't care about it, like you with your other areas of life. I just imagine money flowing into my bank account like a waterfall. I am always taken care of. God always takes care of me. It's certainty. Make sure your ego is not involved in getting this whale of a client. Just let it go. Affirm from it and let it go. Simple, easy. You got this. Another answer. Master key is to entertain your desired experience. Experiencing anything is believing. Experiencing and believing is reality. This creates automatic reflex reactions you cannot stop. Have your whale client scream at you how ecstatic he is, and that creates motor movement automatic reflex reaction in mind you cannot stop. This is how inner conversation works to create our automatic reactions. Okay, so here I think that here we have really great answers, and I'll come tomorrow or for the next episode. I will come back to this and I will record more. And as always, guys, hope you love this. I have also written a book, and sometimes I will put the link below if you're interested. It's more about psychology and this other stuff, but there are some really great inspirations and ideas in there. Okay, so glad you like this episode, and until next time, I give you all the best.